Hey Jerry, so are we able to turn those ads back on? Will invites work in the South Africa region?
No, I got to work with Amin on it. Told you. I think that was my
Okay.
last message.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he worked with the
I
did he provide
I
any
sent
feedback
him. I just sent him the spec of what we need to do. But yeah, it. I can convert any number into a local format based on the user.
with the
And
API you're going to use?
yeah. What's that? Yeah.
That you're going to use an API for that?
Yeah. Well, I use we're actually using Twilio because we're verifying if they're a mobile number,
Mm,
and then Twilio returns a local format when you verify the number.
okay. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So, I guess that's their business. They do this internationally.
Yeah. And then the
So,
other one I had that if I didn't check Twilio is also Google, a little company called Google. They
oh yeah,
have
that's
a number
you,
library.
you'd mentioned them first, but you're not going to use them.
Because I can't do we have to do the carrier check built in with it.
Mm,
And I went to see if Twilio had something in that same API call we use for the carrier check.
mm-hmm.
And Twilio does do a reformatting. So might as well just use Twilio so I can only, knock it all out in one call.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Well, Amit, why don't you kick us off with the update?
Yes, John. So today I don't have anything regarding the issue. So continue working on writing test cases. So I have continued working on the test cases and committed the code also. Jerry have created pull request for some of the test cases there.
Oh, did I not?
Yeah, you did not check it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, there's the tab. Whoops. I had the tab open and then I switched. I was
Okay,
literally
no problem. No problem. Yeah.
mid approval. Whoops.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will continue writing or more test cases there. Otherwise, yeah, until you will not assign some important task.
All righty. Sounds good. Thank you, Amit. Okay, Jerry, why don't you continue?
Yeah. So about these numbers. So let's go to the Jamaica and the Romania case, the error 39.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Google's like, yeah, we're not going to service these numbers. They're part of a central database that's reported, do not service because of fraud. Um, with that, I figured it's like, oh, well, Twilio probably has access to this database too, since they say it's not their database. And I was able to access it from Twilio to find that they do have fraud risk. So it's something that you had to additionally request from Twilio. So what I can do is I can make that part of our carrier check process. And you'll just have to keep in mind is that if we turn this on, even if it is a phone number, even if it is a mobile phone number, if it has a fraud risk, um, it'll just return as if it wasn't a valid mobile number.
What determines if it's a fraud risk?
Um, it's something on this. It checks it against this database that Google was talking about, and usually that they said it's used for SMS dumping is what the code was returned for all of them. Uh, S isn't pumping, not dumping. Uh, from what I can figure out is SMS. I don't know if you've heard of SMS pumping, but it looks like it's basically they try to build a script that will enter a whole bunch of numbers on a one-time password form and use that to determine whether or not either the phone number is valid or if the phone number is associated with a user. And then they try to exploit, if they wanted to take it further, they can exploit maybe a SIM swap to exploit that account. Um, if I had to guess what they were doing here is maybe it was somebody else trying to do a carrier check on as many numbers as they could so they could build a list of valid mobile numbers and maybe build like some sort of scam database that they can SMS blast on their part.
Okay, but I'm confused because it was every single number from that. region wasn't allowed.
It could be totally that it was a fraud network. I mean, Google Firebase just said don't service.
Don't service the what network exactly?
No, the numbers that the three different numbers that I gave you.
3 numbers. We we
The
had
the
like
Jamaican numbers.
hundreds of people.
Well, anybody, I would say this expands to anybody that returns error 39.
Yeah, wasn't that everybody pretty much in Jamaica?
Who's to say that this wasn't just a couple bad actors that had a VPN net?
I see. Well, it's possible, except the AdWords data supports like a more broad um, spread out list of people.
What do you
I
mean
mean,
a
I can
spread out
go
list?
like if I could go city by city, even
Mhm.
and see we can check IP addresses.
Who's to say this is a botnet that is controlled by somebody?
Well, if it was, it would be unusual for it to be spread out geographically like that. They're usually concentrated. Um, well, let me make sure I understand more what you're saying. You said there's an additional security, like an opt-in that we're supposed to do, or what?
Yeah, so whenever we do our carrier check with Twilio, we can add an additional request in it that says, is this phone number a fraud risk? And when I test it with all of those numbers, it said fraud risk is true.
And when you say all those numbers, you're saying 3 numbers.
And the Romanian number. It
Okay.
said it returned a risk factor and it said that they were all high fraud risk and they were all part of the band database.
Okay. Well, there were hundreds for in the Jamaica region. Can we try some more besides just 3?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty confident it's going to return the same thing, but actually I got the session replays pulled up so I can give you some examples. Give me like 30 seconds and I can
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, and I want to do a little more investigation because maybe I could get some money back from Google, or if they're some type of bot farm. But it seemed like we were seeing actual users trying to trying to get in. Like they were trying to use the app as a user might use it, but just not getting the auth code.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like they were using fake names, or trying to skip those steps in some cases. But I'd like to get the part I'm still not understanding is how could it be hundreds? I think it might have even been thousands.
Let's see. The next one I tried said moderate pumping risk.
Modern.
Yeah. And this one 876 do.
I mean, like I saw people typing in their birthdays that were like born in the 1970s and stuff, and like,
This one's banned.
what does that mean by ban?
It's part of the do not honor database.
Okay.
Like it's explicitly reported. Usually you can have there's no list, no risk, low risk, moderate risk, high risk, and usually high risk are part of the band database.
Okay.
Um, let's see, what's this next one? Moderate risk. Um,
And this is based on a phone number?
yes.
Okay. Huh.
Um,
I'd like to do an independent investigation.
band risk. It just says band.
Now, is it possible just to test like one of our personal phone numbers to see what kind of result it returns?
I did.
Like,
It said low risk.
it does say low risk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. or also United States citizens. It'd be interesting to see, like, are there any low risk ones in Jamaica? Perhaps.
Okay, well, let me
They will
find
sign.
for the users that got through.
Okay.
Now, who's to say these phones were not also exploited at this time? Uh, okay, this one says low risk. This is one that did get through.
How many were attempted altogether?
Oh, I actually, I think I can do that. 186 and 36 got through.
186. So over 100 were considered too risky.
Yep.
And what's our risk if they get an authentication code?
Well, really, I don't think they're going to get an authentication code because Google's going to snip it on their end. But ideally, the whole point of the SMS pumping is they're pretty much trying to use our Twilio credits to build a database of valid phone numbers.
Yeah, we had hackers try and do that in the past, right?
Probably before my time.
Yeah. But I think we have some guardrails against it.
I mean, realistically, Firebase has their own thing that like they lock you out after so long.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, as long as it's not just blocking good traffic.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think is the better approach here? Would you rather us be proactive with the Twilio carrier check and with the SMS pumping score on the carrier check? What that could do is maybe it could potentially lock out valid traffic, or we just leave it to Firebase to determine whether or not that person's going to get served a message.
Well, we're currently leaving it to Firebase, right?
Correct.
And by going with the carrier check, um, what's the difference?
I think we stopped them a little sooner, but again, I don't think that really carries much of a risk of just leaving it as it is. Maybe we can do a better messaging on error 39.
Yeah.
Maybe we could like have like if they really want it, we can maybe have like contact support and we open up that little web view.
Right. I want to do some independent investigation of those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how accurate they are. Just things, some of it just doesn't add up. Because we're talking about like all completely different numbers, right?
Yeah.
John, is it? I'm completely following you, and I agree it's odd. But that number of users trying to get in that don't get in, would it seem likely that if these are legit users finding frustrations, that they could and would leave us 1-star reviews and tell us this app sucks or something because they can't get in? If it
Yeah.
was legit users,
That's
and are
definitely,
we seeing that?
it's definitely a risk. I don't know.
But there's nothing that we can do from the Firebase side. Firebase said we're not doing anything about this.
What do you mean they're not doing anything about it?
Like if the number is in their block list,
Mhm.
they're like they're not going to change it.
Not going to change what? They're not giving us a code, right?
Right, they're not going to let this user log in.
Right. So wait, I thought we had a choice though. You're saying we don't
No.
have a choice?
No, we're at the mercy of Firebase in the end. all I was suggesting is if you wanted to maybe block them at the carrier check so they wouldn't see error 39.
Hmm.
But in the end, they're just not going to get in.
I see. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's move on. I'll think about that. a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, we got the new invite image in. The new
I see
ticket.
that. Yeah, except it's not the one that Chantel and I agreed on last. I don't know if you got my message, Chantel, but something changed with that color scheme.
Oh, so they're
Yeah, I saw that. Like I said in my message, I can't test on my own phone, and I just didn't think to ask Jerry to put it in light mode because you can see from his phone it's in dark mode.
Maybe we're miscommunicating. There's a color gray that if you go in our Slack messages and scroll up one message, you'll see the one that we had settled on. It was
I
like
never
a light.
changed it. Like after we settled on it, I never changed it.
It is changed.
I
It's-
think that maybe the bottom part of it is what you're seeing is making it look the same. It is actually two different colors, but
Yeah, you can tell they're like slightly different, but if you look at them side by side, so the one that we settled on is much lighter.
yeah, like I said, I haven't changed that color. It's not any different. All I did was move the text up. I did not change it, is all I'm saying.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I'm talking about the same one as you. So I'm gonna circle the one and I'm sending it to you in Slack. Is this you're saying this one that I just sent you is the one that is live? In terms of like the color that we picked there, that gray background.
Looks like it. This is the one that I sent. So it looks like they're the same.
Okay.
Yeah. That
So
is
then maybe the
what I saw.
bottom section is darker than it is in reality.
Yeah, the very bottom part,
Yeah.
the nomulen invites you. That's what I was trying to say is like I don't have control over what that color looks like, and it changes like based off of the light mode, dark mode.
Right. No, I get that. But the color above it.
Yeah, so that color I haven't changed since that version.
So it's the color in the one I circled.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. Can you double check, Chantel? Because it looks a lot different.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my color picker just to make
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I saw that we got it live, Jerry, and
sounds like we got another change going.
yeah, well, I'm probably gonna make lots of little tweaks. You can swap them out pretty easy, right? If you're talking about just like colors and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Colors I can swap out, but if it's like moving
Yep.
the text or moving the avatar, it takes a little more time, but not that much because it's set up. Unless it's a big change.
Okay.
Yeah, so John, I uploaded the screenshot and I did the color picker for the one that I just sent you and the screenshot, and it's the exact same color code.
Okay. So the bottom section.
Yeah,
What is it?
the area
Mm.
with the type, all of
Mhm.
that bigger box, it's the exact same color as the design.
Okay.
So it's that very bottom part
Yeah.
is the one that I think Apple determines.
let's share a screen after because I'm not sure how they could be the same color. I'm like looking at them next to each other and they're definitely different. But, I'll have to see what you're looking at.
Yeah, here. I mean, I can show you really easily right now.
It doesn't look right with it all the same color.
Yeah,
in- in-
which I get. So, let me grab my color picker tool. So you can see right here that this is the color.
Mhm.
That's the color right here. So it matches ED.
Yeah, I
that,
know that one is, but what
and
about
that.
that one?
That's what you just sent me.
Yeah, the one on the left is a lighter shade.
So this that you just sent with the circle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see it still says ED.
Okay, so
From
it's
here to
mhm.
here, it's the
Right,
exact
so
same
it's
color.
the same color.
Yep, exact same thing.
Okay.
And you can see as I move this around, it's obviously changing. So like that is what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure out how to improve it so it's not all blended as the same thing, same color. The bottom section, you're saying, does that change if it's light mode or dark mode?
Yeah, the very bottom part that it says the whoever invites you with the link,
Hmm.
that is controlled by Apple.
We don't have any control of that, right?
I mean, that's more of a Jerry question, but I do believe it's based off of.
Yeah, that's just light mode, dark mode.
Okay. You know what's weird is that when I sent it to Tori yesterday, my phone, which is on light mode, showed it dark. Hers also on light mode too. But as me as the sender, it was the bottom section had a dark band on it, but when she received it, it had a light band. So I don't know how that was determined to have the dark color from my end.
I wonder if Apple is choosing the ambient color. So I'm noticing actually, now that you say it, some of them are light, some of them are dark. Like they're not consistent, which
Right.
these are for each iteration that we're doing of the image. So
Right.
something is telling me that Apple is maybe dynamically setting an ambient color based on probably whatever the primary color is of the image.
Well, actually, that reminds me. I don't know how it is in Apple, but with the new phone that I got, it has a dynamic color based off of the surrounding colors that the phone is in. So it like kind of changes to be darker if it recognizes that my environment is darker, and brighter when it recognizes that I'm in a brighter area.
Hmm.
So it adjusts the mode based off of where I am.
Hmm. Okay. Well, we'll do some edits to it and see if we can get it to show up the way we want it to here. But it is live, I noticed, and it's has a decent conversion rate so far. There just hasn't been a lot of attempts, but it has conversions, so that's good. What else did you have going on, Jerry?
What I want to do is I want to make sure we have tracking on all the landing pages. I
Mhm.
tested a few. I kind of want to check the others. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me go to Instagram and see if the change worked for Bar West.
Oh yeah, do we have any good news on that subject?
Let me see what happens now.
Okay.
Yes, it worked exactly like I had hoped.
Oh, good, interesting. Yeah,
So
Tori went there yesterday, and this must be something they're rolling out because or well, she didn't. Yeah, she hasn't updated Instagram. She has updates off, so she's not seeing it. So this must be a new thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got it to behave.
So what happens is you click the see your pictures link and you see the landing page. But what happens now is if you just tap let me in,
Mhm.
that's what checks to see if you have the app and triggers the dynamic link.
That's what we want.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me check that.
Great.
Now it should work to Magic Tide. You'll still see the let me in button, but then you tap it and that brings you into the group.
Okay, cool. Let me in.
What are they up to? What are they trying to do?
My phone's retarded. It asked me for my phone number after I hit let me in.
What asked you for your phone number?
Landing page after I hit let me in.
Oh, okay. Trigger for you.
Yeah. Let me try some other
Well,
Androids
don't.
here.
Well, wait. Well, wait. Let's make sure you're reporting what you're experiencing because
Sure.
every phone likely will have something similar, or many will.
Right.
So if you're saying there's a problem, I think Jared should probably know about it.
Yeah,
So
no, it's definitely a problem.
it's on Android.
I'm on Android right now testing, yes.
Oh, one thing is maybe make sure that you clear your Instagram cache if you have been on that page before.
Okay. Yep.
Sometimes Instagram will cache it, I found.
Okay.
So
I'll do that right now. Okay, clear cache. Let's try this again. Come on, baby. West. Okay. Links. See your pictures. Just let me in. I'll tap it. Ask me for my phone number.
are you sure do you have the app installed? Or do you have a production version of the app installed?
I do have 77 from the Play Store.
Okay, so this is just on Android now.
Yeah, let me
What happens
confirm.
if you enter your phone number?
Okay. Yeah.
Enter your phone number and hit next and see what it
Okay.
does.
Takes me to the Google Play Store where I have an option to open or uninstall Circles.
Okay, so this is something different on Android. But the good news is that if you hit open, Todd, hit open from the Play
Yeah, I
Store,
did. Yep.
that should drop you in the Bar West.
It dropped me in the Bar West Midtown. Didn't put me in the photo topic, but that's okay. We can
Well,
make
that's
an
not the
adjustment.
proper link.
Right. I'll have them update it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Can we do that, Jerry? We can send them right to the topic.
Yep. I
thought
have
I
the link. I'll send it
Oh.
to them.
Okay. Okay, great. Let's get it working on Android before you do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
All of-
gotta take my Android phone, turn it on, and we'll see.
Yeah, let me test a couple other Androids just for the hell of it.
And test another iPhone just to make sure too. Because
Okay.
who knows? I mean, he's on
Yep.
iOS 26, maybe there's something different there.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so what else going on, Jerry?
I need to work with Amin if Amin has time after he works on that verify for the invites on the magic invite link. I know we've been kind of like the invite link with the fingerprinting.
Yeah.
I've been derailed on that on onboarding stuff and the ticket stuff, but
Right.
I don't know if you had any things that need to be high priority addressed.
The big
But,
one is the numbers, the formatting, so that people can invite locally. in different
yeah,
regions.
that's the first thing I had sent to Amin, and then once he's done with that, we can work on the fingerprinting, which is cool. I still have some stuff to work on for the fingerprinting.
Okay, perfect. I mean, did you get that message from Jerry yesterday?
Yeah, I did. But I didn't get into it. I need to see the current query we're using, see how I can replace it with this new one. So if I can see if I need something from Jerry for anything, but like Jerry sent me like a detailed message with everything. So yeah, I was gonna work on that today.
Okay. Is it pretty straightforward? Do you understand what we're trying to do?
Yeah, like because like for the Jamaican phone numbers, like the country code, it's like included in the phone number. It's breaking the is valid.
Well, it's not Jamaican; it's South Africa. But
But
I can give you some examples of what you can plug in to verify that it works.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So, what else did you have going on? I mean,
Oh yeah. Yesterday, well, did wrap up the all the fixes that we've been working on for the onboarding with the issues we were having from the name step to the SMS field step. The keyboard is going to be always up. Both iOS and Android is going to be always up if the user try to dismiss it. And also, we did more. Yeah, just a quick like a recap of things that was on there, like the name step. Like we did some redesigning and reciting for the inputs,
mhm,
and for the button that's going to be gray. Uh, Only when the users type something in the field. We did some changing to the errors. If there's an error, like the name, to let the user know maybe he needs to enter the name. And the same for the birthday. The birthday for the birthday, so like we changed it with a calendar component, and now it has a and the use like the button is gonna be disabled. The next button is gonna be disabled only when the user like played with that component, like swipe up or down, whatever. Then it's gonna be turned to pink. But still, if the user press on it and the entered birth date is below the 13, we show the message that says you have to be more at least 13 years old. Um, for the
you have
phone,
you have that already
yep,
in? Okay, cool.
yeah,
Um,
and yeah, and the max year the user can select it is like the current year. If it's like 25, then it's only 25 to select from.
mhm,
Um, what else? Yeah, and for the phone number, um, it's gonna be always up. The keyboard's gonna be always up, and the SMS field, the code verification step as well. And yeah, that was all. Also, like my PR has other fixes for you asked me about it yesterday too. It's like whether we fix the users are being stuck on the keyboard in the splash screen.
yes.
Yeah, that's in my PR too. I just saw like the build. It was like is up just like 10 minutes ago. So we would like to test that build.
Is that
And,
QA or point of
uh,
production?
I'm not sure. Ismail, is that was a QA or?
It just dropped. It might have lost his connection.
Oh yeah, let me check. I
Okay.
think it's gonna be QA, but but yeah, it has all those fixes. And also yesterday we've been talking about like the issues we were having with the groups. If you user try to create a group, there was some like some UX issues there that we discussed what we need to be fixing. So that's what I'm gonna be working on today.
Okay, cool. Um, and you got the keyboard to stay there when on the phone number step as well?
Yep.
Okay. Um,
Oh, one thing that I couldn't do is like the issue with the flags. Like there was like an issue with the Jamaican South African flag,
yes.
and we said we cannot rely on their IP to get the location because and I thought like we cannot just use what Sentry using, but Sentry relies on their backend to like once things are being sent to Sentry, then Sentry in their backend they get the IP address and they can like geo reverse the IP address to know like the country. Like I cannot do that from the front end. Maybe Jay can do me like uh like a quick not like a polo API or anything, just like our URL an API for us to get a country
Hmm.
from IP because like
It's very fast in Sentry because I mean sometimes the session plays like 1 second or 2 seconds, so they get it instantly.
yeah
Um,
because like so when you request
I
something from
mean,
a server you send your IP address
mhm.
and yeah I would need like I cannot do it from the front end because like I don't know the IP address from.
If you want to see something really quick, this is actually what I call from the back end. This is like very
Okay.
quick.
Yeah, like I found like some external APIs, but I was like, yeah, I can use this one. That's fine. I just like I wanted to, like I said, here accurate, reliable, so for non-commercial use. Yeah, if that's what what we are using in the back end, so I just can call that from the front end too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's one more thing that I need to fix is like to to resolve the flag issue.
So you will be able to get it from Jerry. Will be able to send it from the back end.
No. Like what uh, Jerry like always he's using a service in his backend
Mhm.
to get the country. He sent me the service API, so I'm just
Mhm.
gonna use it. It's not our API; it's like an external API. So I'm just gonna go use it straight instead of just pinging our backend.
Okay. Um, I want you to add a couple more countries to it.
Yeah.
Let's do Australia.
And what
Um,
is this for again, John? I just want to be sure.
so everything will work as normal if we detect the phone is whatever country it was initially set up for,
Mm-hmm.
unless there's one in a couple of these designated ones: South Africa, Australia, Jamaica. If we see that the IP address is located there, we're going to go with that, regardless of what the phone's initial setup was.
Okay.
See what I mean? So
Mhm.
even so, because what happens is a lot of people who speak English in those countries are picking either British English, Canadian English, U.S. English. So, but then that means the little flag and little country picker thing is wrong, and that's a whole ordeal. I've watched many times now where they go try and get the new one. Um, and then there was also a problem of going back. I don't know if you addressed that one yet. I mean, like if they pick the right flag, but
Mhm.
then go forward and then back, it's like goes to the old flag.
Yeah, this will not be an issue when we're gonna fix this. When we're gonna do this, so it's gonna be always the right flag. So the user won't need to fix it himself. So it's gonna be always the right flag.
In those countries, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what if I was in a different country? If I was in Brazil and I find the Brazil flag, I go
Mm-hmm.
forward and then I go back. Is it going to go back to US flag?
But if you're in Brazil, you should see the Brazilian one, right? First.
Not if my phone was configured for the United
Oh,
States.
yeah. So you mean, you see, I feel like just by fixing this, we'll fix that
It,
issue.
it will fix it in the countries where
Yeah,
addressed.
sure, but not like it's not gonna cover all
Yeah, it
countries.
wouldn't be universal.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to reproduce it and see what's there.
Okay. It's kind of an edge case and probably mostly happening in these countries we're addressing anyway. So it's
Mhm.
going to reduce its likelihood a lot. So, with that said, we can make it like medium to low priority.
Okay.
Higher priority is going to be um, the South Africa. Well, the whole thing that we're doing with the
Mm-hmm.
phone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, that'll send them on a local level, and then is there anything else you need to wrap up for onboarding?
No, it was only this one thing that I couldn't do yesterday, but yeah, now I know what I need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you still do need something from Jerry to know if a user is in South Africa or Australia.
No, I'm not gonna need anything from Jerry.
Okay, you're already getting it. Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
great. Okay. How much time do you guys think you need on the last piece? The first one we discussed, where if you're a resident of South Africa and you invite your friend through text, we're going to properly format that phone number. How much time do you think you need on that? I mean,
It's it seems here just like right here we're just gonna swap the what we're using for validating the phone number, right? With what we're already using. Okay, so
is that right,
then,
Jerry? Just swapping out what we're already using?
Oh yeah, for the invite.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just gonna you're gonna swap it, and you have to respect the you have to respect the what's it called, the formatted output that it says.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, John, I like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but I might have a question regarding anything. That's all. I'll ping Jerry. Right.
Okay, very good. And then Ismail's back. You were asking him about a build.
Yeah, I was about to ask whether that was a QR build, but I just like verified that myself. Just
Okay.
as,
So Ismail, did you do a build today?
Yeah, I did it today. It's a production build.
Production?
Yeah, I thought you wanted the small features in to test
Yeah,
them in production.
Yeah, okay. Maybe, I mean, are you looking at the same thing?
yes, the production build, just what we did today. It will be having
okay.
our like the onboarding changes and everything.
Okay, good, good. I thought you said it was a QA build, but you're both saying it's a production build. Oh, okay. I want to test that out. And are we looking at iOS and Android? Is it available on both?
Yeah, it's up on Android, and I checked. Did iOS finish? Yes, it did. So yeah,
Yeah, it's like
up on
it's
both.
78, right? Build 78.
That's the one.
Awesome. Okay. Pod and Chantel, could you guys test Build 78 on Android? And um, onboarding is going to be a lot of changes in there.
Mhm.
So make sure clear cache and clear everything out.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Cool.
Anything
Ismail,
else besides onboarding?
yeah, I was about to ask Ismail, did you include any additional stuff that you were working on?
Yeah. So one major thing is the upload update. That's the final part of it, which is the part I was kind of more concerned about. Which is if you go to lobby and come back, it
Right.
would insert the whatever you're uploading back into cache, so that the user doesn't lose track of that. So make sure to test that very well. If there's any major, I didn't merge it in with development just yet, just because if it does cause any problems, I just want to maybe rework on it or take a different approach. So that's the main thing on my end that I want to really, really for you guys to heavily test. Other than that, there's the share stuff where if you are not in a group that you can't share, like if there's a group you can't create a topic in or share a
Mhm.
profile, there shouldn't be a way on the front end to let you. So I hit it everywhere in terms of if you're in chat, if you're composing a new screen, if you click on the new share button, if you select the share first and then select the profile, or vice versa. So I try to think of all the edge cases and take care of them. So just make sure there isn't a way for you to create a topic in a group you're not supposed to. And then there's
Actually,
the log out modal included in there. That's where if
Okay,
you log out, you should get an alert saying, "Are you sure you want to log out?"
great. That's the
awesome.
one on the hamburger menu.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
And there's other like bug fixes that the backend or Sentry was reporting, just errors it was throwing that I fixed that I don't know if necessarily can affect the user flow, but
Okay.
yeah. Oh, and there's one more thing that I added which was safety check. Let me have to double check that I made it in the build, but basically what I'll get back to you if that's included in the build or not. But if you click on a topic that is on a preview card for a topic that's not selected, instead of freezing it just won't take you there.
Okay.
So and then I'm going to try to figure out maybe a smart solution for this where maybe we load that topic somehow, some way. um
But what
so
I'm still not sure what you mean because
oh,
in
this is
case
when
I
you know
was
how we paginate for the topics when you load, like when you first load chat, you have to, let's say you have 50 topics, so you only paginate 25.
right.
Let's say you keep scrolling up and you find a preview card
Yeah.
for a topic that's not paginated, and you click on it, and you know how the screen freezes at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, so what I do is I check if it exists, and if it doesn't exist, it just won't do anything instead of freezing the screen.
Okay. But the problem I've had, the topic was within the 25 paginated. That's
Um,
what was weird.
yeah, I tried to recreate that one. I tried to do the same thing where I get a notification, I click on it, and
Yeah.
so on. I haven't had much
notification for
luck with that specific case scenario, but I do know now if you like with this is not a fix. This is kind of a safety measure where if you click on it, it won't at least freeze you. It just won't take you there. But now the next step is to go and so the fact that it froze you it means it didn't find it somehow, some way.
right.
So I need to have something that maybe we load all of them. If you click on something and it's not there, we just load all the topics and then have you navigate to it. Maybe we do a specific API to get that specific topic and insert it. I still don't know what the best approach is there, but I added the safety measure because we can use it regardless because I mean it's just a safety measure. Instead of crashing, it does nothing, which is always better than crashing or freezing the screen. And then I need to think, yeah, maybe of a smarter solution to maybe try to load it in a way where it's efficient. It doesn't, it's not too complex. It doesn't interrupt the cash flow, stuff like that.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Um, very good.
But yeah, so those are the things that to look out for on my end in that new build.
Real quick, is there a specific scenario or group where we shouldn't be able to create topics in?
It's if you, like a public group chat that it's a big, really big group chat. You don't want anybody to be able to create a topic.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll test. Thank you.
Very good. Well, Ismail, do you want to continue? What else are you working on today?
So yeah, as I mentioned, one thing I want would probably want to spend some time on is that whole pagination of the topic things where if you select a topic it's unselected, what's the best way to handle that in terms of like how to actually take the user to that topic. um, might require backend, might not. First, I want to see what's a good approach here. Other than that, I can honestly start taking on other tasks.
Okay. There's lots of little things around just new user stuff and yeah, let me go through some of my notes. I don't want to get into like major features or anything, but continuing to improve what we have is really working well for us right now. So yeah, I'll let you know. Chantel, yes, you got a question?
Yeah, I am on 78. I just downloaded it. First very obvious thing that comes up is that none of my messages are loading and none of the main chat images are loading, and it doesn't say main chat under it, and it doesn't have anything else under it. On some of the chats, the chat topic, the circles are showing, but even if you tap on them, there's
Backend might have to push an update, Jerry.
I was actually about to ask Jerry that a few minutes ago. And
The production,
yeah,
the production branch.
yeah. Are we behind?
Yeah, we didn't update it yesterday, but yeah, I can take a look and see what we can deploy.
Okay, so pause then, Chantel and Todd. Backend needs to deploy for production.
pause the testing.
Yeah.
Okay, should I then uninstall and reinstall and go through the process again, or just stop testing and then go back in?
Probably uninstall, reinstall, right, Jerry? Because we're testing some stuff in onboarding too. I don't know how was onboarding, Chantel?
So I can tell that with the fields, first name, last name, the birthday picker, all of that, the font is really hard to see. Like
When
it's really hard to read.
this is your name.
Yeah, on all of those things, where it shows like the little birthday area. I have a screen recording that you can see at the very beginning. It's just hard to see.
Okay, will you send that to me?
I'm not that old.
Right. Yeah, I mean, some of it we wanted faint, like where it says your first name, your last name, but the birthday should be really clear. And I'm afraid the birthday's not clear enough on Android, just in general. Was it mainly the birthday and the name fields?
Yeah, so for the birthday, like the month you're on is very easy to see, but what's above and below, I mean, I guess any obvious thing is like that's what the next month is, but it's just really hard to see
Interesting.
on
Okay.
the
Is it because the background color?
yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly, because there's like that box
Yeah.
that goes around both of those. And then, phone number where it says that, that's still pretty faint. You can see it a little bit better because it doesn't have that background, but it just still seems kind of faint.
Okay.
Another really just strange thing that had happened is, where it says now enter the code that I sent you?
Mhm.
The little circles, they start low and then they move up, which is kind of weird because it's like it's almost fixing itself. Like, oh, I shouldn't be here. I need to move up here. It looks like an accident.
Do they move with a keyboard?
Uh-uh.
There a keyboard
Yeah.
on that screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so the keyboard is
I
already
don't,
there.
let me push that back just to make sure. Yeah, so the keyboard comes in first and then the circles come in and they start to cover didn't receive a message and then they bump up to where it should be.
Okay. Okay, we'll go over this
Yeah.
and after stand up. I had a couple other things too. I mean, I wanted to have you adjust in there. Some cosmetic changes. Okay, so will you send me that screen record, Chantel?
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and then yeah, Jerry, let us know when the deploy is done.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, great. I think we can continue. So, Wells, why don't we go to your update, please?
Yes, sir. So, Danny just mentioned he really liked some of the insights we got from the analytics, mainly from the main dashboard. As I kind of mentioned yesterday, and we are gonna be having a session with our lead investor Jordan, so he can take a look at that and also perhaps have some insights on stuff we might do there. So I am polishing the data and the dashboard to in and studying it better to better understand every graph and its metrics, because um, every metric Amplitude provides has a deeper meaning, and I am understanding every single one of them and preparing notes and catching insights from what we have there. So when we have this meeting with Jordan, we are prepared and know exactly what the data there mean and what they fully represent. ChatGPT is helping me a lot on that end. Danny is the one that taught me that ChatGPT could be really great at understanding those, and we together were able to understand a lot better what some of the metrics we have there mean. And right now I'm doing that and preparing kind of this presentation and also setting the ground for us to have the information there grouped into a kind of PDF that we can keep available to investors and represent um, the circle of growth and what the numbers mean. And they look really bright, I would say. We got pretty good insights from over there that tell us that if we have more money going on, we have a tendency of growing and we have a tendency of keeping the users that we are getting as we grow. So pretty good stuff, I'd say.
Awesome. That's great. Yep, I'm seeing that too. Definitely our engagement, retention keeps getting better and better. So that's good. Good to see the data supporting that. When is your meeting call with Jordan and Danny?
It is this week. I don't have an exact date for that yet, but it is intended to happen this week already.
Okay.
So
Great.
on that, yep. And I also asked Shanto for a couple engineering tasks so I can switch focus for a couple minutes and come back with a cleaner view while still being productive. So
Sure.
yep.
Okay. So you wanted some engineering tasks for
Yes,
today?
sir. Always good to have something going in the background.
For sure. Yeah, I've got some minor cosmetic things we can do. Um, okay. Yeah. In fact, I'll send this to Chantel so you can make a quick design. It's super simple. and you could probably put this together in less than an hour between the two guys.
Good.
But
Yeah, I think you'll be happy to know that, or um, stickiness data regarding how many users actually stick to the product, how many of them come back, how many of them we retain, and our what brings in our growth in numbers, and knowing that the most percentage of people we have already today in the app are users, they are returning users. So we have a slight tendency of the product being addictive to the users, and they actually bringing that as part of their lives. So
yeah,
pretty good stuff, I'd say.
yeah, it's awesome. I mean, we had hundreds of invites sent too, from the South Africa region that I'm sure would have had a nice conversion rate. We didn't know about this format, the phone number format situation, but now that we're getting that resolved, I think we're going to be seeing um, really good network effect too, based on the retention numbers, and then of course the sharing and networking. That especially if those start working and converting, I can't wait to see how this plays out. So we'll, I'd like to be involved in some of those results. Maybe not necessarily that first meeting, but maybe a summary meeting after you guys decide when to sit down and get together on it.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. So yeah,
Okay.
those are my updates mainly.
Okay, great. Chantel, I'm sending you a screenshot of a welcome screen that I'd like to use as an example. We'll keep our same image, like the tropical image back there, but the button, it's the craziest thing. So many people don't tap the welcome button. It's, you would think it's obvious to tap the welcome button, but they're tapping all around the welcome button, swiping around the welcome button. So I just sent it to you in Slack. I want to follow this example here where we'll put the terms and conditions above the button. We'll put the button below, and we'll make it our fuchsia vibrant color, and make it a sign up and accept button, so it's very clear. I think this will help clear up some confusion for users. Let me know if you got that, Chantel.
I did. Do you want to change the words to say sign up and accept? I mean,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and the top part where it'll say by tapping
yeah,
on sign up and accept, you agree. So we'll change.
yeah.
So maybe
Okay.
just have Wells.
Need that word, that verbiage.
Yeah, and yeah, so have Wells do that. He's looking for a task for today.
Yep.
So if you guys can get that done,
Yep.
make the button height like nice like that, chunky. It's got a good height
Okay.
to it. Trying to follow those exact proportions.
Okay. And do you want it to have like both the S and the A capitalized, but everything else lowercase, or do you want to keep it all caps like we currently have?
Um, yeah, let's go with this same example here.
Okay.
It's readable. Yeah, I like it. Okay, cool. So yeah, so go ahead here.
Prod is deployed.
Okay, good. All right. So yeah, go ahead and start over, Chantel, on the onboard. Todd, if you could too, on the Android.
Yep, no problem. Doing it now.
Okay, great. And did you send me the screen report, Chantel?
I put it in depth. I did the entire onboarding, and then I put in some notes of the things I noticed.
Okay, I'll take a look. Um, all right, those messages in the high on. Okay, so Anybody have any questions, comment, anything you want to add? Anything? You can go ahead and drop, and I'll stay here with Amin. I wanted to look at a couple more things in onboarding, Amin. If but I don't want to interrupt you. If you are you working on that number formatting API?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you're done with that. I'm going to go over Chantel's screen record that she dropped in, and then when you're
Mhm.
ready, we'll make some more little cosmetic changes.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, then I'll be here, and Amit, have a good day. See you tomorrow. Oh, there he goes. um, Jerry, what are you going to be focusing on here? I think you probably already told me. Sorry.
Yeah. Figuring out what's going on with Instagram on Android. I have to get it loaded up on my Android. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
we get that working. And then make sure we got tracking the links, make sure the analytics works on the landing pages. And then we gotta then hopefully maybe Amin might be freed up around that time later this afternoon, and I will I still have some stuff I can do independently without him. But then we got to work on the persistence of kind of our magic invite fingerprint thing.
That's right. Okay. Well, yeah, and in the short term, stick around. He might have a question for you regarding the format thing that he's working on.
Oh,
And as soon as that's ready, I want to try and test it, see if it's working as expected. Cool. All right. Well, let me go through the screen record, and I'll make some notes, and then just let me know when you're free, and we'll go from there.